We all have got to start screaming from the rooftops that terrorism, mass violence, mass shootings don't work. I've been screaming it for years. Our government doesn't care. Terrorism only gives people who it only gives politicians the right to invade another country. It gives politicians the right to restrict American rights. Yes, you're going to chat GPT or Google or whatever, and you're going to say, but yes, you could also do blah, 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 blah. No, you need to pay attention to how this has worked. Because the playbook is playbooking again. It's the same thing. I told you, imperialists, colonizers, like they don't do original things, right? Unless they have like a black, mastermind, they don't get very original. I told you that's why black people in America are just like, we already know what's coming. Okay. So we got to rest up. But we all need to help people around the world to understand that mass violence, that the Timothy, I haven't started talking about that on my channel because I don't want to worry people, but that's coming back, that Timothy McVeigh style mass violence, not just mass shooter, so basically white terrorism. But I'm still working on the probabilities on that. I don't want to worry people. When I came to you all and I talked to you all and I said the storms, we're going to have a storm season. And then I told you that you're going to see a failure of infrastructure like you saw like Katrina. And I looked crazy. But I was right. And then I came to you and I said to you all that that stormy season is a larger metaphor for all of the United States, because the United States will not stop trying to conquer the world. Instead of just comprehending the people that are in it, like loving them, understanding them, right? Holding up a boundary, right? Bringing progress around the world. If that's what we wanted to do as Americans, bring progress, right? Africa, the Congo, all the genocides that are going on there. Like there are literal genocides going on right now. People who are under attack. And I got people in my comments talking about, but that place needs to exist because they're in danger. And I'm like, but what about everybody else in the world? I love my Jewish brothers and sisters. I have made content after content declaring that I love human beings, and I'm not going to take the time to make another one, but I want to keep this shorter. People need to begin to scream it from the rooftops, because I'm not saying that like I said, the video that I made about the terroristic activity, and I'm like, there's three. I'm leaving that as like a probability. You guys know, if you watch go on my YouTube and I talk you through predictions, right? Because some of the things that I'll do when I'm looking at just doing a probability, it's like, I see a pattern, and then I will look at history, and you can go through my YouTube to figure out my thoughts on these things. Doesn't mean that I'm 100% right. But what I want people to do is not to react in fear. It's kind of like I'm about to come out with content on famine, on food insecurity. And something that I've been developing in my house, that I wanted to try it myself first, that I got the idea for, so that people could implement it. And I suggested it to another mom on, I don't know if she's watching this video, as a way that we as moms could try to shore up our households where you don't have a lot of money, but you could begin to have some type of food security where you could grow your plant this, that, or the other. I'll come in and I'll talk to you guys about it, because what's going on right now is going to cause food insecurity. You got rid of your farm staff. You got rid of the people who take care of the cattle. You got rid of those. In my state, they were declaring it was 100%. They'd gotten rid of all of them. How stupid is that? We saw in Florida what that did. So anyway, but long video short, you guys can press 2 times. You need to start focusing on speaking about the fact that, screaming it out from the rooftops, terrorism and mass shooting and mass violence, that Timothy McVeigh style stuff, it doesn't work. Our government doesn't care. all it will do is give them the ability to take away your rights, and they will find a way, because I don't think you all realize they're coming for your guns, dudes. They're coming for your guns. I suspect, and I won't go so far. I need to pull up the footage in which Trump and Pam Bondi were talking about their plan for that. People have just, it's like they just blew past that. And Trump keeps accomplishing these things him and Pam Bondi had like talked about. And y'all just thinking that when things get rough, you're gonna have your weapons. Good luck, buds. Maybe they won't go that far, but they just cut a lot of government benefits for people, and they think also that they could give money to the rich and use them for foreign wars. But whatever, everybody has their own opinion. Anyway, I apologize for this video being long. I'll probably say the same thing that I said real short in a shorter video. It's just that I've said it so many other times, but terrorism does not work. Mass violence, it does not work. The only way that kind of stuff will work is that you do it to the ultra wealthy, and you put them in such discomfort that, then the never again propaganda, all that stuff starts coming out. Because you have a group of people who are like, no, this is not going to happen. Because when they can't get to their bomb shelters, and they can't get to, Zuckerberg's got his meta facility underground in Hawaii. When they can't get to those, because I'm not going to predict that just yet. That's too much information. When they can't get to those bomb shelters, it's going to make a point. And this is not because I'm doing anything. This is not me. I'm just an intuitive who, I'll put out some wild probabilities, some wild projections. I'll put my little, as I was saying in my other video, I'll put my little tinfoil hat on. Nobody listens. But I am here to try to help people, not to swindle people. Like where I do give you a prediction, I'm doing that because I made a commitment to help people who, through the times that are here, like I told you, like the day, this is running long. Like I told you the day after the election, I told you, welcome to the sacrifice of you. And we've been ticking. We've been ticking through those sacrifices. Oh, and we're about to see some ever larger ones, because we're in a race to the bottom that I think people are feeling. And I think your natural common sense and your natural intuition has been turned on. We've been in a race to a bottom. I went back and I pulled some videos that I have in a green shirt. You may be able to get them on my YouTube. They should be in the prediction section, where I was trying to tell people the fulcrum of the universe is such that we could swing out of the bad that's waiting, that could occur. But that we could swing into something better, and we can avoid a lot of the nonsense. But people chose the nonsense. Some people unfortunately, people have to learn that that the calculus of the universe has changed. And that hole that you dug for someone else, babes, you're going to fall into it. Babes, you're going to fall straight into it. And Trump is just the accelerant that helps you. All those people who like to dig holes, as long as someone else suffers. As long as I've been making content for a while, because people needed to learn something so they could deconstruct out of this idea that, because it's a lie, that in order to survive, you have to make someone else suffer. Okay, and I know about 5 people are going to see this, but people believe in order to survive, in order to prevent their own suffering, they have to make someone else suffer first. And so when you do that, you're creating a series of cycles in which we've created whole systems off of making others suffer so that we don't suffer ourselves. And the calculus of the universe is fighting that. But that's a whole other video.